Hello student, this video lecture is prepared for particular technology subjects and I will discuss the unit number 4, that is filtration. In previous lecture, we have discussed these points, constant rate filtration, constant pressure filtration, distribution of overall pressure drop, specific cake resistance and filter medium resistance. And at the end of that lecture, we have concluded one equation. So in today's lecture, we will continue that equations, and after that we will discuss what is the characteristics of the filter medium and what are the factors affecting the rate of filtration. And if the time permit, I will discuss the type of filtration equipments. So at the end of that lecture, we have concluded this equation. So this is equation number 5.7, in which we have calculated the value of delta P. So delta P is equal to delta Pc plus delta Pm, and we had put all the values of delta Pc and Pm from these equations, and we get these final equations. So here again we have to modify this equation, because this Mc and U is depend upon how many filtrate is passing. So how many filtrate is passing through this on this filter medium. So for that purpose, we have to replace the value of Mc and U by the another equation. So here these are that equations. So Mc is equal to C into V, where V, what is meant by C? It is the mass of particles deposited in the filter per unit volume of filtrate. So how many mass is deposited? And V is nothing but the total volume of filtrate collected in time t. So any time t means after we can say half hour or 1 hour. So what is the solid deposited? It will depend upon how many filtrate is passing on that filter medium. And again, linear velocity is also given by this equation, dV by dt. That means V is the volume of filtrate collected at the start of filtration to time t. So dt is nothing but the time t, and area of the filter, which is normal to the direction of flow of filtrate. So means you have to take the perpendicular area here, and from that you have to calculate the velocity. So dV by dt divided by A. From this equation we can calculate the linear velocity. Then you have to put this value, that means value of Mc from equation number 5.8, value of U from equation 5.9 in the previous equation, that means this equation. You have to put the value of Mc and U. So if you put this value, this equation is become like this. You have to replace the value of U, dV by dt A, and replace the value at Mc, Cv into alpha, and remaining part is remain as it is. That means remaining parameters remain as it is. So again you have to rearrange this equation in this format. So you have to take dt by dV in this side and take the delta P and other things in this side. Or again we can rearrange this equation in this format. So this equation number 5.11 is expressed the differential equation. So this is called a differential equation, rate equation for filtration per unit area per unit area of the filtering surface, and this equation is given as a ratio of pressure drop. So this is pressure drop to the product of the viscosity. This is the viscosity of the filtrate, and the sum of the cake resistance. This is the cake resistance and the filter medium resistance. So whenever you want to calculate the differential rate of the filtration, you have to take this equation. That means delta P divided by mu upon mu multiplied by Cv alpha A plus Rm. So this is called a driving force. So delta P is driving force, and below that this is called a resistance. Okay, so driving force divided by resistance, then we get the rate. So this equation is called a differential rate expression or rate of filtration per unit area. Then we will discuss filter medium, that means characteristics of the filter medium. So filter medium is important part in the filtration. So there are some requirement of that filter medium. So what are that requirements? It should not retain the solids to be filtered, giving a reasonably clear filtrate. Okay. So filtrate means the liquid passing through this medium, that is called a filtrate. So it should give a clear filtrate. Okay. So this filtrate should not contain any solid. It should not be plug or blind. Plug means the solid material may be deposited here, and the pores of that filter medium is get blocked. So this is called a plug-in or plug, we can say the plug. Then it should be mechanically strong to withstand the process condition. So the filtrate or that slurry may be having any temperature, pressure. So for that conditions, this filter should be withstand with that process conditions. It should be resistance to the corrosive action of the fluid. Okay. So if the fluid is corrosive, suppose this slurry is corrosive, then it should be resist to the corrosive action, or it should produce a corrosive action to that fluid. Then it should have offer a little resistance as possible to flow of filtrate. So if the filter medium resistance is very high, then the delta P is also increased. So that it will depend, it will affect upon the filtration rate. So it will offer small resistance. Then it should possess ability to discharge a cake easily and clean. So after filtration, you have to remove this cake by scraping. So it should be easily discharged. Then it should have acceptable resistance to mechanical wear. Mechanical wear means sometimes this filter medium is placed in between, suppose in a plate and frame filter press. So pressure may be applied on this filter medium. At that time it should be withstand with that resistance. Then it should be cheap, that means its cost should be less. It should have long life. Long life means it should be retained for, we can say, long time. Okay. So in case of filtration, the filter medium is generally textile fabric. So the filter medium is made from the textile fabric. So what are the examples of the filter medium used in a chemical industry? These are canvas cloth, woolen cloth, glass cloth, and synthetic fiber cloth like nylon are generally commonly used as a filter medium in a chemical industry. Okay. So these are the requirements of the filter medium or characteristics of the filter medium, and these are the examples. So I will show some photos of the filter medium. So here if we look at this figure photo, so this is a canvas cloth. Okay. So generally the filter medium is made from the textile. So that part we have already discussed. Then woolen cloth is looking like this. Then synthetic fiber, that means nylon. Sometimes nylon may be used. So this is the photo of that nylon filter medium, and this is the glass cloth. So all these types of a textiles are used as a filter medium, and these filter medium should possess all these characteristics. Then next part we will discuss factors affecting on the rate of filtration. So rate of filtration means how many filtrate is coming through this filter medium. That is called a rate of filtration. So rate of filtration is depend upon different parameters. So these are the parameters or factors where the rate of filtration depends. So first one is the pressure drop across the feed inlet and far side of the filter medium. So pressure drop, that means inlet pressure and outlet pressure. So this pressure drop. So here this is the suppose inlet pressure and this is outlet pressure. So this pressure drop is effect on the filter medium. Filter rate of filtration. Area of the filtering surface. So what is the area of that filter surface? That is also affecting viscosity of the filtrate. Okay. So what is viscosity? Resistance to flow. So that should be affected upon rate of filtration. Then resistance of filter medium and the initial layers of the cake. So this resistance, we have already discussed this point. So this resistance, filter medium resistance. Okay. And last part is the resistance of the filter cake. So this filter cake. So this filter cake is also offer the resistance. So these parameters affect on the rate of filtration. So in these parameters, some parameters are directly proportional and some parameters are inversely proportional. So which parameters are inversely proportional? The rate of filtration is directly proportional to the pressure difference across the filter medium. So it is directly proportional. So this pressure drop is directly proportional. That means if we put the higher pressure difference across the filter medium, we get the higher rate of the filtration. Then rate of filtration is directly proportional to the square of the area of the filtering surface. So if we are having higher the area of that filtering surface, higher will be the rate of filtration. Then rate of filtration is inversely proportional to the viscosity of the filtrate. That means it will having adverse effect or reverse effect on the filtration, rate of filtration. Therefore, higher the viscosity of the filtrate, lower the rate of the filtration. That means if the slurry is having higher viscosity, at that time the rate of filtration is lower. And the rate of filtration is inversely proportional to the resistance of the cake or filter medium. So this parameter is also, these two parameters also inversely proportional. So higher the resistance of the cake or filter medium, lower the rate of filtration. So all these parameters will affect on the rate of filtration. So here I will stop this lecture and we will just summarize or conclude. So from this equation we put that all these value of that MC and U, and we get this final equation. Then we had discussed about what is the characteristics of the filter medium, what are the material which is used in a filter medium in a chemical industry, and in the last part we had discussed factor affecting on the rate of filtration. So remaining part we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.